everyone, Michael Tiny Saul. It is Wednesday, April 20th at 1:22 a.m. Wow, it's late. And this is continued management of the stock watch list for the week of April 18th, 2011. Going to start off with Under Armour. Now, I received an email today saying, Tiny, technically Under Armour triggered on Monday and it's up a lot today. And I would love to say, yeah, this was great, it fired off, and look how well it did on Tuesday, but it's not the case. In yesterday's video, I talked about how this trade was not valid because of the gap down and the continued early downside pressure. That's it. I try to explain this in past videos, but I'll take the time to explain it again. I'm sifting through probably 2,000 stocks when I do my sorting every night. And I'm not in a rush to take a trade that is questionable. Now, just because it's not questionable doesn't mean it's going to work. But I was looking for Under Armour to go higher out of this pattern. It went lower instead. Okay, there was no trigger, there was no harm, no foul. So that's it. It's gone. I just cross it off. Now, later on in the day, because the market recovered on Monday, it wound up firing off, but I mean, after the move to the downside, I'm not retro trading this and saying, well, you should have. I mean, look, there are plenty of people out there that do that, plenty of people who can't admit they're wrong, plenty of people who can't post losers. Okay, that's just absolutely ridiculous. The one thing I'm trying to do with these videos is go over my analysis, look at some setups, and manage them with a set of rules that are for these videos. And Under Armour did not trigger. If somebody got it, great for you, but I'm not managing it here, although I would love to be because it was such a beautiful move. But no, after that gap down, it's gone. Okay, so that's Under Armour, and obviously no actionable signal. It's not on the list. CHBT is on the list, and after a little dipsy-do back below the 20 EMA, it wound up closing just 2 cents off of Monday's close. So still looking at for trade to 874 to move stops to entry, half off plus $1.10, and then half off at 9.98. Okay, this was a half-size trade. 826 was the entry, 716 was the stop. Guess. Okay, guess 38.18 or better to take it all out. It traded to that on Tuesday, so this trade was taken out for an okay gain, about what we risked. So it's a one-to-one risk reward, makes up for that HSP disaster that we saw a couple of days ago. Well, it wasn't a disaster, but it was a unit stop out, so now we have a unit gain, and it's a scratch. Okay, here's JDS Uniphase, and this one, it traded below 1812. Stops are at entry. We're looking at half off plus one. Okay, this was the trigger. So half off would be 1751, and then the second half at the 200-day moving average. One. Okay, one didn't do much, didn't stop out. This had a tight stop, has a tight stop of, what is this? Boy, it's late, I can't do the math. Oh, it's early actually, right? 36-cent stop, didn't go 20 cents yet. If it does, that move stops to entry, and we're looking at half off plus 60 cents. And then a new one to watch is Rackspace Hosting. Appears to be in a nice looking bull flag. If it gets confirmation and gets the break, first target will be up here at 44.19. Okay, so if it fires off above Tuesday's highs, so let's we'll go 42.78 entry. We'll do 41.38. No, can't do that. 41.18 stop. So that's $1.60. Once again, it doesn't matter what the price of the stop is. It matters the management. Still a unit, no matter if it's $1.60, 60 cents, 20 cents, whatever it is. It's still a unit unless it's a half size or a quarter size, something like that. All right, so 42.78 entry, 41.18 stop, 80 cent, 75 cent gain. Move stops to break even, then half off at, we're going to have to take half off into the high, even though it's not quite what we risked. So 44.17 for half off. Half off, 44.17. Okay, it's not quite what we risked, but it's only $1. Looks like $1.39 gain. And you could see that we're risking $1.60, but you got to give respect to that high. So that is the first target for rack space, and then holding the second target, looking to see if this one can get to 50. So that's it. Guess is gone. We have 4 stocks left: China Biotics, JDS Uniphase, Higher One Holdings, and Rackspace Hosting. And we'll see if we can add any on in tomorrow's update. That's it. Have a great trading day on Wednesday. Talk to everybody again on Thursday.